I'm Davey. I'm awesome. And welcome to the Comment Corner, where you guys make comments on my videos and I respond every week. And in between responding to your comments, I'm gonna name my kid Graham. It's a real cracker name. So, kicking it off this week with last week's Comment Corner, Australia is real. Daniel DeLeon69 commented, Australia is cool. I wouldn't know. I haven't actually been there. I would love to go, but I haven't. But I do know people from Australia, with the accents and everything. It's a real place, flat earthers. Then, my brother Josh, the film bestie, commented, how can you say Australia is real? No one has ever seen it before! Again, I do know people that have, in fact, seen it. Been to it. Are from it. I swear to you, these aren't people who just watched Crocodile Dundee one day and said, I'm gonna do that. Then Paul Jetto commented, lol, sorry about the undies comment. You know what? As long as you guys all got it out of your system. Then Jay McCool commented, Australia is a real place? Yeah, right. Next thing you know, you're gonna tell me the North Pole wasn't just made up for Santa. If two people love each other, then nothing is impossible. Except finding somewhere to eat. Then I'm gonna give you awesome stories. Keep your crazy to yourself. Daniel DeLeon69 commented, just keep it crazy to yourself. They won't. They go on the internet and share it with all of us. Then the film bestie commented, I'm afraid of Lincoln Logs. They just connect without reason. Help me! They connect! Well, maybe we should make a show about that. Then Paul Jetto commented, cake fart. Take my advice, Paul. Don't venture any further. Then Paul Jetto commented, lol, I tried role-playing once. She wanted to be a superhero and I couldn't stop laughing. She got so mad at me for that. That's why I don't think I could try, because I probably would do the same thing. I'd start laughing because I'd be like, this is stupid. And then, despite the wonderfulness that was last week that had no J-Spud comments, J-Spud commented, oh boy, do I have a crazy story for you. It all happened the night Nunchucks took me to a Furby party. It's like a furry party, only everybody is holding their Furby dolls, and nothing bedroom-like inappropriate is going on. Just the occasional swear word programmed for the Furby to speak in its squeaky baby voice. She loves those parties. She especially enjoys cornering these poor unfortunate souls in the washroom stalls, like a grade school antagonist about to deliver what she calls the chuck down. After the screams and sobs dwindle, she forces them to watch as she does biblically awful things to their Furbies. It's awful. Anyway, I ramble. Now into the crazy story. I walked into a haberdashery to purchase mustache cream and a gentleman's blouse for my Uncle Hiram's 68th birthday and offered to haggle, but the schmuck at the counter gave me a discount before I could say anything. How does he stay in business, am I right? No. You're not right. About anything. Then Jay McCool commented, thanks to you I had to look up cake farts. Now I'm traumatized. No need to thank me. Just pay it forward. Then Jay McCool commented, thanks to the internet we have bronies. They have conventions near me. Sorry to hear that. But the truth is, we had bronies before the internet. Because My Little Pony has been out since I was little. But that kind of goes more along with the first video. You kept it to yourself. If you were a boy, especially like teenager and up, you did not tell people that your favorite show was My Little Pony. And if you did, they hit you. And life was better then. The popularity of yeast is on the rise. Then on my Davy's Awesome Wrestling, where I reviewed American Nightmare Becoming Cody Rhodes, the documentary on Peacock. Daniel DeLeon69 commented, I've been enjoying the Cody Rhodes documentary series on Peacock. It's a good documentary. Bad ending. Then the film bestie commented, ooh yeah. Just like Dusty. You just didn't see this coming, brother. The Filmmeister Meisterburger is back, brother. The war isn't over until it's over, brother. You haven't defeated this king of the Lollipop Guild. You haven't earned the adulations and respect of zero masses like I have, brother. Let me know when you've had enough of me saying, brother, brother. You see me, brother? I see you. I see all the letters on the eye test chart, brother. I'm the real peacocking American Nightmare, brother. And when this is over, you, me, my room, caffeine pills. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so scared. Whoa. Okay. So in one promo there, my brother combined the Macho Man Randy Savage, Hulk Hogan, and Jesse Spano. And I officially think you're done with these. Paul Getto replied to him, just wow. 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 No. Paul, that's what we said to him all the time growing up. Then Paul Getto commented, Cody Rhodes is the man, but my favorite was always Jeff Hardy. I miss the old days of the Hardy Boys. They were great, but as far as Jeff Hardy's WWE story not being that great of an ending, he did that to himself. Then Jay McCool commented, I agree, it still upsets me that the story had a bad ending. Even though everyone is saying that the story isn't over, it doesn't help. Now it's just like you're reading a book where the author dragged out the ending for several chapters, and now this great book is now boring. That is actually a very good analogy for what's going on. Because I mentioned in the documentary, they keep talking about like, oh, he's going to lose it at WrestleMania 40 to Cody Rhodes. Okay, so you dragged it out for a year. That sucks. Especially because as much as people have been happy about the bloodline crumbling, honestly, this has just been very unnecessary and boring. If my eye not opening all the way is called a lazy eye, then why isn't it when somebody has liver failure, it's not called an idiot liver? Then on my Davy's Awesome Movies, where I reviewed the awesome 90s comedy Down Periscope. Daniel DeLeon 69 commented, old school movie I've never heard about. Well, now you have. So go check it out. Nikki B. Jammin replied to him, I think I've seen a couple tiny pieces of it. Very rarely aired. I remember seeing our boy from Cheers and his spin-off in A Navy Captain, but this looks like it works very well. And is that Francis Grimm? I mean, Chainsaw from Summer School? No, he's not in this movie. Then Nikki B. Jammin commented, yeah, I want to see this too. Awesome actors, old city guy accent. Thank you, Awesome Davey. May the force be with you. More awesome old guy accents. I'm literally ordering the DVD right now. Seriously, thanks. Awesome show tonight. 100. That's why I do these. For two reasons. One, to talk about these movies that I love, and two, to get these movies that flew under the radar more eyes on them. So no thanks needed. Then Paul Getto commented, this movie was funny. It had the guy from Deuce Bigalow. Sure did. He's very obnoxious. Then again, I can't quite blame him. I'd be obnoxious too if there was a Band-Aid in my food. Then the film bestie commented, Rip Torn died? Dude, say spoiler alert before you drop such a bombshell, yo. He died a while ago, you idiot. Then the film bestie commented, working on the computer is like driving a submarine. Once you open Windows, the problems begin. I thought about joining the Navy to be on a submarine, but I changed my mind. I had a sinking feeling about that career path. What do you call a hiker on a submarine? A substitute. Why did the dominatrix join the submarine crew? She just got a thing for subs. What do you call the YouTube channel of a werewolf who works on submarines to stay out of the way of full moons and copies all the documents for the captain? Like and subscribe. How do you sink a submarine full of blondes? You knock on the door. What do you call a dog on a submarine? A subwoofer. I'll see myself out. Then Jay McCool commented, I love this movie. It's one of my absolute all-time favorites. It is a fantastic movie that didn't get the play it deserved. It's what I'm here for. Then Jay McCool commented, why didn't you put more parts with Nitro? He was one of the best characters. He was. Nitro was a very funny character. I showed a little bit about him. He was the electrician, and every time he got electrocuted, which was a lot in this movie, he'd kind of act a little weird and funny. The thing is, though, I can only put so many clips in a movie review. I can't have like a 20-minute movie review where there's like 10 minutes or more of clips. That gets to the point where it's not really I'm reviewing it, I'm just showing it to you. That's the balance. I gotta show enough to properly review the movie, but not too many. And in the case of Nitro, whereas he was very funny, almost nothing he did in that movie progressed the story. I mean, in little ways, like he'd electrocute himself so Dodge could talk to Admiral Graham or something like that. But it wasn't that important. Versus, I showed a lot of Sonar. His ridiculously incredible ears were actually important to the story. So it's not a knock on Nitro. I just could only show so much. If you notice, I also didn't really show a lot of Spots and RJ and their weird competitive rivalry. It wasn't important enough. However, if you haven't seen the movie, Nitro's very funny. He's another good reason to watch the movie. My wife bought a new bra, and it's really hard to unhook. I don't know why I tried it on in the first place.
What?
Then on another Brothers Not Lovers, How Dare You? Much older. Honestly, I think this was the first one we did when we stopped putting all of our videos in one big video. Those are no longer up, but when we first started doing videos together, the How Dare Yous, the Reallys, and the whatever we reviewed would all be in one video with our bits in between. And then we just were like, you know what, let's just do How Dare You, and then do Overrated, Underrated, and Really, and a movie review all on their own. I think this was the first standalone How Dare You. And it was when we How Dared the movies, Caddyshack 2, Daredevil, The Quest, and Dracula Dead and Loving It. Paul Jetto commented, "So much hitting my head. First, why did you replace the opener? It was weird, funny, and well, Rachel. Never saw either Caddyshack movies. Dracula Dead and Loving It was fun. The Quest is one of my 3 favorite Van Damme movies." Okay, first, well, we changed the intro because as funny as it was a little too quick, and it was also, there's just no thrills to it at all. Not saying our current intro is like thrilling with special effects or anything, but it's got a little bit of music to it, and it more tells you what's going on. As far as the Caddyshack movies, I wasn't a big fan of the original, but I did like Caddyshack 2. The Quest, even though, yes, I agree with the criticisms that it's basically Bloodsport, it was still good. And Dracula Dead and Loving It is honestly one of my favorite Mel Brooks comedies. It should have gotten more play. Roses are gray. Violets are gray. I am a dog. And then, on what I believe is the first standalone Really, where we talked about what made us go really about National Lampoon's Vacation and Back to the Future, Paul Jetto commented, "Hey Film Bestie, watching these old videos, I can see you are losing weight. Keep it up, because you looked scary big, no offense. Health-wise, you look better. That Back to the Future one is kind of crazy. His dad is a jerk." First of all, I don't think the Film Bestie would be offended by that. He's worked really hard. Not to get too somber, and I'm not going to go way too much into his own personal stuff, but earlier this year, he was having a few health problems and realized he had to make some changes, and he's made those changes. And yes, if you go back and watch this video from more than 3 years ago versus right now, he's lost a lot of weight, and he's still losing weight. So he's doing a good job. I don't think he would take offense to you telling him that. As far as the Back to the Future, really, that was all the Film Bestie. I had never thought about that until he brought it up, but it's a good point. If you want to know what we're talking about, go watch that Really. You know how a hamburger introduces his girlfriend? Meet Patty. So there you have it. That's Comic Corner this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure to hit like, hit subscribe, hit the little bell so you get notifications when I post new videos, and leave a comment of your own to be in next week's Comic Corner. Love you guys.